Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, and welcome. It's Nurse Richard. Thanks for joining me for episode 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Insert favourite sports team in there. So this one here, Holy Earwax. Now, why have you called it Holy Earwax? It's not like one of those cheeses with a lot of holes in it. The ear in question was a holy ear. When I mean holy, I mean holy. It was a man of the cloth. Just in case you missed that noise, that was yeah, it was a man of the cloth. He came in with a dog collar on. That's what you call him, isn't it? Dog. Why do you call him that? It doesn't seem like the most pleasant term to call somebody, especially a man of the cloth. And it was actually his wife as well is the second ear, which was actually more interesting than this one. It was a really difficult but interesting looking procedure. They both had extremely difficult narrow ears, both of them really small, and it was tricky to get things in. The first one is quite hairy, the other one isn't so much. So it's nice and clear, that one, for those of you who get bugged by all these hairs and keep saying pull them out, cut them out. No, it's not going to happen. You try pulling your own hairs out. Try and get a pair of tweezers and yank them there. See how it feels, and then comment to me, why don't you pull these hairs out? You'll soon realise why we don't do it. It's not necessary, it really isn't, and it hurts like Billy O. Excuse me, because I tried in the interest of fairness. Just wanted, it's only right if I'm going to try and do something on somebody. I thought, let's just see what it feels like first, so you can get some empathy for the patient. And after I tried it, I thought, no, I won't be doing that on anybody. It was tantamount to torture. It was horrid. Anyway, where are we? So yeah, extremely dry. This, I didn't entertain any oil in this because of the sheer amount of hairs. It would have made it almost impossible to see. It would have been really, really difficult. Came out in the end anyway. It didn't take too long, this one. It kept breaking apart. It was very dry and brittle and very black. I wonder how these two have been having a conversation with each other, to be honest, because they were both chock full, the pair of them. So whether he was singing out of tune when he was singing his hymns, or whether he could hear his own sermon and not properly, I don't know. I'm not a particularly religious person. I'm aware I might get lambasted for that, but no, I'm not. My family is. My mother is. She used to take us to church every Sunday. And then we used to go to Sunday school. I don't know if that's the thing that exists in other countries, whether it's just a British thing. We used to basically go in a church hall while our parents went into church. And there was there was a teacher there, probably more of a childminder, to be honest, than an absolute teacher. But I'll be honest, I hated it. It wasn't for me. And like I said, I'm aware, maybe I'll lose a few followers in that. I know there's quite a lot of people who watch me in the southern states, and I'm aware that's a very religious part of the world. But it's not for me. I have no problem with it. It helps lead people, give people a set of morals and values, and then great. That's perfect. But I have those morals and values without a book telling me you need to have these morals and values. But yeah, I have no problem with it at all. Actually, I am religious. I tell a lie. All our family is religious. We follow a particular religion, and we're all Jedi. So that's the religion that we follow in our house. Me and my 3 Padawans. That's why my middle son's called Luke. I did want to call my youngest Eva. I put Leia out there, but wife got a veto on that one. We each got one veto, and she said, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. But yeah, we're Jedi. I'm joking, not Jedis really. That'd be good, wouldn't it? If you could just use the force to get these wax babies out, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Just hold it. Sorry, I'm digressing here. gone off plot again. Not that there ever was a plot, to be honest. This was his wife, and this one was it was really impacted and stuck and sticky. A quite unpleasant consistency, very dark. So it's been that way for a long time. But it was incredibly narrow. Really had to pop the endoscope in and stretch the ear open to get this in. Because bear in mind, what you're seeing here is a massively magnified to the size of what it actually is. I'm not sure of the exact proportions. But for example, that endoscope's about 2 millimeters. Get a ruler, have a look how big 2 millimeters is, and then compare it to what you're seeing in here. And then you can probably appreciate just how difficult this is. I'm trying to lift it up from the bottom there, but it's extremely stuck. And this is a long way down this. It had quite a long, narrow and elongated ear canal, you know, like that rather than like that. It was a bit more like that. But it was tricky. Excuse me. Just need a brew to clear my throat. I find this Yorkshire tea, that, in case anyone was wondering. I'm not from Yorkshire. We're from Lancashire, the other side of the hills. As anybody in these two parts of the UK will know, the traditional rivalry that goes on between Lancashire and Yorkshire, separated by the Pennine Hills, not really mountains, hills. I think War of the Roses, that's what they call it. It's actually a beautiful part of the world, Yorkshire, but don't let anybody. I hope nobody from Yorkshire, nobody from Lancashire, tells any of my friends from Yorkshire I said that. But it is. I know they call it God's country, don't they? But yeah, it's very beautiful parts of there, and they have good tea. But other than that, that's about it. Nice countryside and good tea. There is a Lancashire tea, but it's horrible. Finally getting somewhere with this. Just about managing to get a decent seal on it and lift it up. I'm going incredibly slowly here. Just because I'm trying to wait for the suction. I mean, a few bits keep disappearing up the tube, but I'm holding it in place. And when you hold the suction tube in place, and a lot of regulars will know this, the power in the machine increases. But I don't want to let go of this if I can avoid it, because I've been fishing really deep down for it, and I don't want to have to go down there again if I can avoid it. You see just how narrow that is. Very black, this one, isn't it? Look at that. So yeah, hopefully they'll be singing the hymns in June now. And yeah, if there is anybody very religious who's watching, don't unfollow me just because it's just because I'm an atheist. But I'm more of a scientific person. If I see something in front of me, I believe it. You know, and everyone's entitled to their different opinions, aren't they? But I hope you enjoyed that. I'm prepared for some stick in the comments, but feel free to. You might well give me some ammunition for the next wax roast anyway. Anyway, but for now, take care of yourself, and I will see you soon. Ta-da.